Breaking news for Canadian seniors, 2025 is shaping up to be a landmark year for pensions, and this time, all eyes are on a familiar face, Mark Carney. You may remember him as the former governor of the Bank of Canada, or even the Bank of England. But now he's back in the spotlight with a powerful new role that could directly affect your retirement. Yes, we're talking about your CPP, your OAS, and even your private pensions. If you're retired, close to retirement, or supporting someone who is, pay close attention. There are major shifts underway, and they could affect how much you receive, how long your retirement income lasts, and how you plan for the years ahead. In this video, we're breaking it all down: what's happening, why it matters, and what you need to do right now to stay ahead of the curve. So let's start with the man at the center of all this, Mark Carney. For many Canadians, Carney is a name associated with steady leadership during turbulent financial times. He guided Canada through the 2008 financial crisis and later did the same in the United Kingdom during the uncertainties of Brexit. Now, in 2025, he's been appointed by the federal government as a special advisor on economic resilience and retirement security. It's a brand new position, one created specifically to deal with what experts are calling one of the biggest economic challenges of our time: the aging population. Carney has been sounding the alarm quietly for years. He's warned that as Canada ages, the current pension system may not be able to sustain the weight of the growing senior population. The core issue: fewer workers paying into the system and more retirees drawing from it. Add in longer life expectancy, rising health costs, and inflation, and you've got a formula that could stretch pensions to their breaking point within a generation. That's why Carney is stepping in now, not just to patch holes, but to reform the system in a way that he believes will make it more resilient, fair, and future-proof. So, what exactly is changing in 2025? Let's get into it. The government, guided by Carney's policy recommendations, has started rolling out a suite of reforms meant to adjust how public and private pensions work. One of the most talked about changes is the increase in the CPP contribution ceiling. Starting this year, working Canadians and their employers will contribute slightly more to the Canada Pension Plan. While this does mean a bit more coming off your paycheck now, the goal is to ensure stronger payouts in retirement and shore up the fund for the long haul. These increases are being phased in gradually, and the government insists they'll be offset by higher retirement benefits down the line. Another major shift is in the retirement age. While 65 has long been the standard age to begin collecting full CPP or OAS benefits, Carney's task force is encouraging Canadians to wait longer. There are now stronger financial incentives to retire at 67 or even 70. The longer you wait, the higher your monthly payout. For some, this could mean up to 25% more in CPP benefits. It's part of a broader push to align retirement with longer life expectancy and reduce early strain on the pension system. But not everyone has the luxury to wait, especially those in physically demanding jobs or those facing health challenges. That's where the debate begins. One of the more controversial changes is to old age security. OAS is being redesigned with a new tiered structure. The idea is to tailor benefits more closely to seniors' financial situations. In simple terms, this means that wealthier retirees with significant savings or investment income could see smaller OAS payments, while lower-income seniors might receive more. It's meant to be more fair and equitable, but critics argue it could discourage middle-income Canadians from saving aggressively for retirement, fearing that saving too much could lead to benefit reductions. Now, you might be wondering, why now? Why is the government, and Mark Carney in particular, pushing these changes in 2025? The answer lies in Canada's demographics. For the first time in history, more than 22% of Canadians are over the age of 65. That number is only going to grow. With fewer young people entering the workforce and a declining birth rate, the ratio of workers to retirees is shrinking. In the 1970s, there were nearly 7 workers for every retiree. Today, it's closer to 3. By 2040, it could be just 2. At the same time, life expectancy has gone up. That's a good thing, of course. We're living longer, healthier lives. But it also means pensions are being stretched to cover more years than ever before. The Canada Pension Plan Investment Board currently manages over $600 billion, but projections show that without changes, the fund could face deficits within 2 decades. Carney and his team believe that acting now, with moderate changes, can prevent future generations from facing more severe cuts or tax hikes. Now let's talk about current retirees. What does all this mean for people who are already collecting their pensions? The government has made one thing clear. No one currently receiving CPP or OAS will see a reduction in their base benefits. That's the promise. But that doesn't mean there won't be changes. For one, the new OAS tier system could affect those with high investment income. If you fall into that bracket, you may notice your benefits shrinking over time due to faster clawback rates. On the flip side, if you're a low or modest income senior, you might benefit from new boosts to the Guaranteed Income Supplement and Enhanced OAS. These increases are part of the government's plan to lift more seniors out of poverty, especially single seniors and those living in rural areas. For seniors still working, there's another change worth noting. If you're drawing CPP but continue to work part-time or on a contract basis, your new contributions won't just vanish into the system. Under the Enhanced Senior Work Benefit, those extra contributions will automatically increase your monthly payments over time. It's a small reward for staying in the workforce longer. Survivor and spousal benefits are also getting a makeover. Under the new rules, survivor pensions will be more tightly calculated based on the household's combined income. While this might help target benefits more effectively, some seniors are worried. For example, widows or widowers with their own modest pensions might see smaller survivor payouts if their combined household income crosses a certain threshold. It's a complicated formula, and one that will likely evolve as the government tweaks the implementation. Not surprisingly, these reforms have sparked strong reactions. Economists, advocacy groups, and political commentators have all weighed in. Supporters argue that Carney's plan is bold, forward-thinking, and necessary. They praise the emphasis on sustainability and fairness, pointing to similar reforms in other aging nations like Japan and Germany. But critics warn of unintended consequences. Some say the higher CPP contributions put too much pressure on younger workers already struggling with high living costs and limited job stability. Others argue that clawbacks on OAS will discourage personal savings, potentially punishing the very people who tried to plan ahead. Seniors groups like CARP, the Canadian Association of Retired Persons, have voiced cautious support, but they're also demanding greater transparency. They want clear guidelines on how the tiered OAS will be applied and assurances that no one will be left behind. Financial planners, meanwhile, are advising their clients to review their retirement strategies sooner rather than later. With the new rules, timing becomes everything. Choosing the right age to retire, drawing from the right accounts at the right time, and coordinating with your spouse could make a huge difference in your monthly income. So what should you do right now? First, stay informed. The government has committed to launching new online tools this summer through the Service Canada website. These tools will let you estimate your CPP and OAS benefits under different scenarios, whether you retire at 65, 67, or even 70. You'll also be able to factor in spousal income, private savings, and projected inflation to see what your future income could look like. These retirement simulation calculators, as they're being called, will be free to use and updated annually. Second, talk to a financial advisor. These changes are complex, and they affect everyone differently. An advisor can help you navigate the new OAS structure, understand how the Enhanced Senior Work Benefit works, and plan for future changes in survivor benefits or RRSP withdrawals. Even a one-time consultation could save you thousands of dollars over the course of your retirement. Third, consider how your current work situation fits into the new rules. If you're self-employed or working part-time, now's the time to enroll in a pooled retirement plan if one is available. These plans are simple, affordable, and now backed by the government. They're designed to help people like you build savings over time, even if you don't have a traditional job. As we wrap up, here's the bottom line. Mark Carney's return to public life isn't just symbolic, it's transformative. His vision for Canada's retirement system is bold, data-driven, and, in the eyes of many, overdue. But change is never easy, especially when it affects something as personal as your retirement. Whether these reforms succeed or not will depend not just on government policy, but on how well Canadians adapt, plan, and prepare. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It really helps us reach more Canadians who need this information. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you're notified when we post new updates about pensions, benefits, and economic news for seniors. And most importantly, share this with someone you care about. Whether it's a parent, a neighbor, or a friend close to retirement, this information could change the way they plan for the future. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay informed, stay secure, and take care of each other.